We'll do some problems with fractions here. So when we multiply fractions, we have 25 over 27 times 18 over 55 times 22 over 10. Now this is, let's look at 25 and 55 have a common factor, which is 5. So that's 5 times 5, and that's 5 times 11. So the 5's get cancelled. A factor in the numerator gets cancelled with a factor in the denominator. So what we're left with is a 5 in the numerator and 11 in the denominator. Now let's compare 18 and 27. A factor is 9. So 9 times 2 is 18. That's the greatest common factor. 9 times 3 is 27, which means 9 gets cancelled, leaving a 2 in the numerator and a 3 in the denominator. Next we have 22 and 11. So 11 is a common factor, so that's 11 times 2. The 11's get cancelled. Now let's look at the 5 here with the 10. So the 5 is a common factor. The 5's get cancelled. And let's examine the terms that are left over. There's a 2 in the denominator and a 2 in the numerator that gets cancelled. The only leftover terms are 2 and a 3. So that's how we're left with a 2 over 3. Now when you have a 25 over 63 divided by 15 over 27, we first convert this to a multiplication problem. So 25 over 63 times, we change division to multiplication, which means immediately to the right of the division symbol, we flip the fraction 15 over 27 to make it 27 over 15. So basically division changes to multiplication, and then we flip the fraction on the right of the division symbol. And now we just have a multiplication of fractions problem. 9 is a common factor between 27 and 63. So 9 7s are 63. 9 times 3 is 27. The 9's get cancelled. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 3 is 15. The 5's get cancelled. The 3 and the 3 get cancelled, and this is equal to 5 over 7. Now, when we add and subtract fractions, we need to take a common denominator. 9, 2, and 3 are the denominators. Take the largest one and think of all possible multiples of 9. 9 times 1 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18, 9 times 3 is 27, 9 times 4 is 36. But the least of all these multiples, that is also a multiple of 2 and 3, is the common denominator. Let's look at 9. 9 is not a multiple of 2. You can't go 2 times something is 9. Although 3 times 3 is 9. 9 is a multiple of 3, but not a multiple of 2. Let's look at the next number, 18. 18 is a multiple of 9 because 9 times 2 is 18. It's also a multiple of 2, so 2 times 9 equals 18. And it's also a multiple of 3. 3 times 6 is equal to 18. So 18 is a common denominator, and once you know that 18 is a common denominator, take the 9, multiply it with 2. If you multiply the denominator with 2, you have to multiply the numerator with 2 as well. 2 times 9 is 18, multiply the numerator and denominator by 9. 3 times 6 is 18, so multiply the numerator and denominator by 18, and that's how you get a common denominator. So that'll be 10 over 18 minus 9 over 18 plus 6 over 18. Common denominator is 18. 10 minus 9 plus 6 is the numerator. 10 plus 6 10 minus 9 is 1, 1 plus 6 is 7, so 7 over 18 is the answer.